Wow, wow, wow. Dude, this looks insane. Oh, the brown with tiramisu. Chat, this was a good play. Good idea, guys. What's good, what's good, what's good? If you didn't know, I mean, this board here, this is the Cloud 9. This has been probably one of my favorite boards of the year. I've enjoyed this on my desk for quite a while. So, Machina reached out, said that they're doing an R2 of the Orbit. That was their first board. I actually missed out on that one. You know, they were like, hey, you want to check it out? I was like, yes, please. And they're actually doing like a fully copper unit too, which has got a lot of people, including myself, pretty excited. But today we do not have that one. We have the brown, which I'm also excited. I'm a big coffee guy, so that colorway is right up my alley anyway. I just really am curious how heavy it is, you know? Like I want to pick it up and see how heavy it is. So yeah, pretty pumped for today's build. I think we start with the case and then we'll get into the accessories. And it's very heavy. It's kind of tough to get out of here. It's because it's the brass is pretty heavy, chat. Man, she's in there too. Try to get some gravity on my side here. All right, chat. We gotta do a flip and shake there. It's a good snug fit, so you know the board is like protected in here, but it's definitely pretty tight. Here's our unit here. We have a brass bottom. Yeah, that's pretty clean. We have the brown ano. Oh my goodness. That is a color, chat. That is a lovely brown. And yeah, that curve is insane. Oh man, this is a good shade of brown. This is my favorite part. That is a beautiful interior for sure. Wow, wow, wow. Machina really nails it with the just class. This is a very classy keyboard, I would say. I mean, look at that curve. My goodness. So the case is beautiful. We know that. We expected that. Now, I mentioned this last time we built the Cloud 9. I love that all their bags are like branded, you know. 2 daughter boards, looks like. Branded as well, right there. Force brake pads and feet. You have some tools with some extra screws here. And then we have ourselves some of these. Let me see if it says on the Geek Hack what types these are. Okay, so here's the design changes. So we have a different interior mounting point. However, the case is R1 compatible, meaning that there's still the R1 mounting point and R2 mounting point for the gasket or tadpole. So if you wanted to buy a new color, you can still use your internals from the first one. You have a cutout for a Venom Hall Effects PCB. They include now a brass, copper, or stainless steel daughter board cover, depending on which weight you have or which bottom case. They're going from long feet, which were like strips, I think, across, to shorter feet. They're friction fit. So those are the main changes. Other than that, the design is the same, which is a good thing because the design is really strong, in my opinion. There's 4 hardness options. So white is 50A, yellow is 70A, black is 80, so I imagine that this is 60. I would imagine that it's an in-between option because it's not listed, or it could be even softer perhaps. We'll see. Yeah, it does feel squishier perhaps. So maybe it's 30, 50, 70, 80. So we have, looks like a black aluminum plate right here. I'm thinking that this one might be palm or PP. And we have some foams if needed, hopefully not. And then 2 PCBs. Both are hot swap PCBs. So let's take a look at our PCB layout. So, not much. It looks like the only customization you have is just stepped caps. Everything else is a forced 7U bottom row, which to be honest, that's my preferred, but if you wanted that 6.25, you aren't getting it here unless it's like an option. Yeah, solder would come with split backspace, ISO, split left shift, and caps, and 6.25 and 7U on the solder. But the hot swap is just 7U with step caps. Yeah, if you're looking for that customization, you won't find it here. But still, lovely PCB, beautiful color. I really like it with the little kitty cat right here. Kind of cute. Definitely a big fan of this. Feels very premium, looks very premium. Yeah, because you can see on the plate, there is like layout support, right? So you can see that you can split the shift. You have 7U support, ISO support, and split backspace support. In the spirit of Orbit, do you have a favorite planet? Oh my god. The planets are cool. I think there's a couple like that I just really gravitate toward. I would say, to me, it's probably a tie between Neptune and Uranus. Neptune being the first, but I've always liked the name. I've always liked that it's like this blue planet. Pretty sweet planet there. Wow, wow, wow. Dude, this looks insane. Oh, the brown with tiramisu. Chat, this was a good play. Good idea, guys. Dang, that's good. That is clean. That's the back edge too, with the brass peeking out. Man, oh man. That's that booty again. Just that pure brass with the Machina logo there. Looking very sexy. With that curve. Look at that curve, dude. Thank you, Machina, for letting me take a look at this beautiful, beautiful board. That looks good on the desk. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm excited, Chad. So, we have the aluminum plate with what I believe is 30A or 40A tadpoles. No foams in this. And GMK tiramisu. Like I said, this is very cushiony, very soft to type on with a 30A, even with an aluminum plate. So if you had like a more flexy plate, you would really be bouncing. Like, this thing is pretty good right now. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Sounds pretty damn good, dude. Like, it sounds really, 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 really good. I just need to figure out the spacebar. Spacebar's got a little rattling. I'm not used to cherry stabs yet, so I'm blaming them. I think they need a little more love and care. I'm a fan of it. It sounds really clean, dude. It looks really clean. It's got a really good weight. I don't have a scale, but it has a really good weight to it as well with the brass. Very, very attractive keyboard here. Oh, it is. It is. You don't even gotta ask. It is 100% smoochable. Machina Orbit R2, is it smoochable? Absolutely it is. I think the only one that I saw, Matthew, was that on the Raw, you had a like machined bottom with the star. I do wish, you know, I still do wish that that was the case, that it was inside and outside. You know, I've mentioned that to them too. It would probably just increase the cost. Let's go through our rankings here. I think for design, it is, you know, relatively classic, right? Nothing too crazy. I like the side profile, like that the bottom peeks out. I like their logo. I do wish that we had that on the outside, but, you know, once again, not necessarily docking points for that. It's just a very clean and classy design overall. And, you know, if we take the interior design, how they did the daughter board, how the board sounds and feels, no resonance that I'm picking up, no hollowness, I think I would go and give the design probably like a 9 out of 10. I think the thing that would take it to a 10 was to give it some more visual flair on the bottom of the case. And if they added that pattern out here, it would be a 10 easily, without a question. But I'll say a 9 for now, which is still an incredibly good score, an incredibly high score, because the design includes the visuals and the actual sound and the feel. So overall, you know, we've got a 9 out of 10. Sound wise, sounds really tight, really crisp. Like I said, no hollowness, no resonance. Good, like, bassy sound, mid-tones. Got a little clack in there. It's really well rounded, I would say, in the sound department. So for sound, I mean, I can't knock it. There's nothing negative about the sound at all. It's a 10. 10 in the sound. Typing feel, with the different tadpole durometer, the hardness, softness of the tadpoles, whatever you want to call that. You know, you have a good range. Like I said, I believe we're going from 30, 50, 70, 80. You've got a good range to go through. I have 30s on, really soft. You get, even with the aluminum plate, like I said, there's give where I'm pushing, which is awesome. So with there being that give, you know, where you push with the 30As, very soft, meaning you can get a very like nice amount of flexibility in the typing feel. You could either tune it to be super squishy or really firm, and for that, you know, once again, we have to give it a 10. So overall, we are sitting at a 9.5 out of 10. which is a really good score. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the pricing. So it looks like for the unit that I have, anodized top with full brass bottom, we're starting at $399, which this is, you know, the most affordable unit you can get. I feel like what you're getting, you know, it is that really premium, like this is a very premium 65%. So I think the pricing makes sense. It is a huge brass bottom case. It is very heavy. The engineering of this is really top notch. This does go all the way up to $649 if you spec it out to the full copper. I was actually shocked that it was that low. I thought a full copper board would be like $1,000. Yeah, really good board. You've got the Hall Effect PCB as well, compatibility, which is nice for those of you who are into that. Overall, a very clean upgrade from the original. The group buy for this actually starts on the 14th, so just in a couple days here. So you guys can stay tuned, follow Machina if you're interested in that board. Yeah, I love the color. Like, this is such a beautiful build. I don't see me wanting to put anything else on it because the browns look so good together. Timeless for sure. Thank you so much for stopping by, as always. Until next time, I'll key you later. Peace.